Hello. Kirby Air Ride is just such a cool game. And for the longest time, I would never even have allowed myself to dream of the possibility of any sort of follow up to Kirby Air Ride. And then Nintendo put out a trailer for Kirby Air Riders in the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. So I'm here to predict the copy abilities that will be featured in this game. Kirby Air Ride itself had 11 copy abilities, and I think I can separate them into three categories. The first one is range, which features plasma, fire, bomb, and mic. These are all attacks that allow you to throw something at your opponent or hit them from a bit of a distance. There's the close-up powers like freeze, needle, sword, and I also think that tornado fits into this category, where you can hit enemies that get too close to you. And then there's two movement abilities in wheel and wing, which change Kirby's form and allow him to move. They allow him to move differently or maybe faster. There's also sleep, which is objectively a bad thing to collect, like it is in any Kirby game. The question then becomes, does Kirby Air Ride need any more powers? Does the game improve by having any more copy abilities than this, when I think these cover a pretty decent range of uses in the game? Well, that's not what I'm concerned with. I want more copy abilities in this game, and I have a small list of copy abilities that I think might be neat inclusions to Kirby Air Riders. In the movement category, I have UFO. I initially just thought of UFO, but after looking at Kirby's copy abilities, I'd like to add Mecha and Jet. UFO, been featured in a few games before, a very strong secret ability that Kirby can get to transform into a UFO and move with more precision, and also it has a beam attack. Mecha from Planet Robobot that lets Kirby take the form of a giant robot, and Jet, which is in a few games as well. Any one of these three powers could have the same purpose as wheel or wing in allowing Kirby to move faster or transform on the race course. For a couple of close range attacks, I have Spear and Cutter. These would both effectively have the same purpose as Sword. So neither of these powers would necessarily be the best inclusion when you already have Sword. But I do like Spear, and Cutter could be interesting too, especially since you can use it a bit like a ranged attack if you can throw the blade. For actual range abilities, I have Archer and Ninja, which I think have appeared in a few games before this. Archer, you could shoot arrows at opponents, and Ninja, you could throw stars. You could also possibly dodge an attack if something was coming your way. And finally, I have three funnier additions. I really like Beetle, which came up in Triple Deluxe. I'm not sure what Beetle would do for you. You change into a beetle and you start flying. You also get a horn attack. Leaf, which is primarily in Triple Deluxe and Return to Dreamland. I'm not sure that Leaf's abilities are at all applicable to a race. You can do a leaf attack close range and hide in a pile of leaves to become invulnerable. But I like it, so Why not? And I think that water could also be an interesting addition. You could shoot blasts of water like attacks and possibly create a huge wave as you're racing along the course. And that is about all I have for new abilities to add to Kirby Air Ride. I don't have any other ideas about what might be different in Kirby Air Ride. So, thank you for listening.